Alright, I did it. I brought this build to level 168, and a part of me regrets it because the activity at level 168 on PC is atrocious. There's absolutely nothing happening, and what I mean by nothing, like, I'm probably waiting to invade for like 5 minutes, and then it's either a fog wall, B, a Grace Duelist, or C, an actual invasion like this. So this is my Pyromancy, like fire spellblade build. It now has 60 faith, 24 mind, 26 strength, 20 dex, so I can wield the madness spirits if I ever need to pull those out, and 60 vigor, like I said I would obtain. So yes, so the damage output, I mean, once you start going past 50, like the damage output on your weapons isn't really gonna go that much farther, but the incantations have been slapping a lot more. I can't believe this blue would try to just like do me like that. Unfortunately, he missed the backstab, so that was me. That was a win for me. But yeah, no, this invasion is like crossing a bunch of different trials, aka blues, and a phantom to finally get to the host. So it's just like wave after wave after wave of fights. No idea why it was smart of me to pull out the Black Flame Tornado. I don't know why. I just, like, my predictions can be so wrong sometimes, but it makes me look like a fool. But I haven't really been using the Claymore much on this build. I don't know, I find the Claymore to be like an awesome duelist weapon, but when it comes to like fighting teams, then that is very hard. Wow, look at my hard swaps. I'm Chase the Bro. I'm so good at hard swapping that I can like lightning fast. I made a lightning build too, like a Dex lightning build. I don't know why like lightning and incantations can't scale off of Dex, because like lightning affinities on your weapon scale off of Dex, but then if you want to like do lightning with weapons and then lightning incantations, then you're gonna need to do like a very high level build, because they're two very separate like entities when it comes to creating. So I wish there was a little bit more versatility between those two elements of, you know, how you can use lightning in the game, but it is what it is. But yeah, so another blue has stood in the way of my getting to the host. Luckily, it was a very it was a very worthy challenge. That blue was very worthy of the challenge. No, not really. This is a reminder to level up your health. And same with this wizard as well. When I see the master like Azura hat, I just know that this wizard is probably not going to have any health whatsoever and have his stat allocation spread in the weirdest ways ever. Like wave of gold, you obviously got to have like what, 20 something faith to use that, and then blasphemous blade, and then a sorcerer's staff as well. I don't understand. So apparently, like, all the different damage types that you can get from those stats need to be leveled except your health. So it's probably just like just like an ego thing. Like, hey, I'm so good at this game, I don't need to worry about, I don't need to worry about getting hit. And so that's what the wizard thought, and the wizard was therefore no longer. So yeah, I was impressed with myself for getting through those different waves of different summons to get to this host, but then we just have a host who loves to just R1 spam, use really bad incantations, press L2 all the time. So I was just like, you know what, man, I'm gonna turn you mad. I'm going to turn you mad. That was kind of anime right there. But yeah, no, he dies to the madness, and so I give him the point down for being an absolute coward and running from me. So do not run from me. I will find you, and I will give you a hug so tight you will not wake up tomorrow. But yeah, no, this is my pyro build. For those who don't know, I'm Scrub the Tarnished. I'm a new Elden Ring Invader. I've been doing this for almost a year now. I've been enjoying it, except the PvP community on PC is kind of cringy, I'm not gonna lie. Not only in the way they act, but in the way they play. Except some people. Some people, you can figure that out amongst yourselves who you are. But here we have another Grace Duelist. I've been finding way too many of these, and honestly, like, I could make the next video the next like sultry video, just all Grace duelists, or like each invasion just be a bunch of Grace duelists. Look at that backstab. That Ash of War is just like so susceptible, is that the word, to being backstabbed. But no, the next video could just be all Grace duelists, because that's a majority of all the invasions I've been finding as of recently. Like, please, people, go to the Coliseum. I wish the seamless co-op mod didn't split the player base, but here we have a Crumbling Fair Missoula invasion. And so I would use 2 giant seals, Giant's Flame seals on this build, but it would take a lot of hard swapping, which I don't want to, invest the time in. So I just leveled up my Faith to 60. That way I can one-shot phantoms like that. I mean, sure, he had less than 1,000 health, but when you charge a Giant's Flame Take Thee, those can do a massive amount of damage. But I'm kind of glad that, I got rid of the phantom in one hit, because there's a very, racist connotation to his name, in my opinion. So that dude does not deserve to play with this host right here. Speaking of the host, what a very unique build, as if I've never played that or played with that build in one of my first playthroughs in Elden Ring. Like, my first playthrough character, I got him all the way up to NG plus 8, and NG plus 2, that's the build I was using, was the dual Godskin Peelers, Claw Talisman, Lord of Blood's Exaltation, the multi-attack talisman with bleed infusion. It was just a smorgasbord of originality, as you can tell. My build is so good that so many other people want to use it. But here we are back in the, I forgot what grave this was, but I didn't know what my instincts were telling me as I was pulling the lever, but I had a feeling that the host and the phantom were up, and you can see by their health bars that I was very much so right. Sometimes you just gotta trust your instinct, it's your gamer instinct. Tips on how to increase your gamer instinct: don't talk to women, don't shower, don't brush your teeth, and just rot in your desk all day or wherever you play your video games. No, I'm just kidding. It took 12 years of playing Call of Duty to earn the gamer instinct. So any OG Call of Duty players, hit me up. But yeah, no. So I'm really trying to figure out the arc of the Giant's Flame Take Thee projectile, because I miss it a lot. I'm sure that's with a lot of other incantations that have a arc, like a downwards arc when you throw them. But I don't know. I'm not the best. I didn't do well at basketball when I was a kid, nor any sport where you throw the ball. I'm good at catching, but my depth perception is not the most precise most of the time. I tried putting O Flame on this because it is a Giant's Flame incantation. I do not know why Catch Flame is not a Giant's Flame incantation, but I just wanted to try it. I didn't even manage a single hit while recording this session of invasions with what's it called? O Flame? O Flame? I know there's Burn O Flame, but then what's the other one? I forgot, even though I just said it 20 seconds ago. But yeah, no, stupid idea for that Phantom to just hit L2, just spam L2 when I can easily just stun you out of it. Goodbye, Phantom. But yeah, no, I didn't. It was kind of cool that the host was also a fire user. It turned out to be a good honorable 1v1. I was so curious as of what that little blue thing on his back was, but you could see in those frames right there, he had dwelling arrows. Very interesting choice to use. No idea why you would use such a thing, but we give the honorable bow because we are somewhat nice and we got to make the players feel somewhat decent. This was my first invasion on today. I see a red that is in distress, and I knew, oh man, I gotta approach quietly, aka run at them full force and backstab one of them, and that's exactly what I did. I really liked the red's build. I see dual whips often, but not those whips specifically. But the ending of this invasion is quite funny. I managed to get rid of the Phantom. I don't know why people think they can just continue to, you know, hit out of hit stun. I did a lot of damage to that red with that Giant's Flame Take Thee. So I was going to put another invasion in this video, but I ran out of storage to record. So, like, I accidentally killed the red, but I knew that, like, the host would go down. So I was just like, screw it, why not have a little fun? And so later, or earlier today, I guess, I invaded a gank in Limgrave, and then another red came and helped me. I got rid of the Phantom, and so the red had, like, the red lightning spear, where you, like, the... Dude, stop parrying me. Like, you can try. The vacuum slice comes out a lot faster than that of, like, Taker's Flames. I don't see a lot of people using that Ash of War. But what I was originally talking about is that, no, the red that came to help me ended up killing me. I think that was Karma. I don't know if he ended up killing the host. I was very lucky to live here. But yeah, I wasn't sure. I don't know if he ever killed the host or not. And I was very angry that he shot me in the back with red lightning and I died. I thought that was Karma. This dude had good roll catches. I thought that was Karma from killing the other red. But this invasion, there was a lot of close calls on this one. I was even surprised to get one of the Phantoms out of the way, but I ended up with like less than 100 health multiple times in this invasion. But you know, we win those, we take those. Even my past self spinning in circles agrees. But you know, so it was this Phantom that had the vacuum slice. I guess it's a good Ash of War to put on like a Colossal Sword. I don't know if the Ash of War scales off of whatever like stats you're putting into it. For example, that sword's strength, or if it's just scaling off of like a weapon level itself. Everything's at plus 25 here. Or like plus 25, plus 10, you know, max level weapons. So yeah, I tried to challenge his Ash of War with mine, but his came out earlier, even though I triggered mine first. So that is a note to those who are watching. If you try to challenge Vacuum Slice with your own Vacuum Slice, but with fire and magma, then you're gonna lose. But I still won because I killed the host, and we take those wins. But it was a very close, plenty of close calls in this fight. But no, I mean, it's hard to get actual invasions as of recently. No idea why. Like, I was very grateful. This was the only like Halig Tree invasion that I've had today. Also, like, it's so funny how some of the mobs just stand so perfectly still. I don't know, it's fun being an invader because you can actually just like you can see like what they look like up close. And some of these mobs are very horrendous. I mean, we're in the Halig Tree, so you know that there's the Misbegotten. They are so awfully horrendous to look at. Hence probably why they're called the Misbegotten. But you know, so I mean, I do like the Halig Tree as well. I said in the previous video, like it has like very narrow walkways, and yeah, goodbye Goth. Shout out the Misbegotten for helping me. I was gonna give a hay to that Phantom, but I didn't realize that there was a third Phantom, so I thought to myself, hey, I'm just gonna get rid of this dude. And then all of a sudden the Phantom turned into the host. I know that's not actually what happened, but it just looked like from where I last saw that Phantom. I thought he was just like, oh my gosh, wow, I didn't know we could just switch roles like that. I mean, it is 2023. I'm not gonna joke about that on YouTube. I know what the Elden Ring community is like. But no, so faith builds are very versatile. Not only do they pack a punch, but they also got really good like support incantations, like Blessing's Boon, good regen spell, and then you have a Black Flame Protection, which boosts your physical damage negation quite largely. I hardly use that because I've been using the bubble a lot more. I tried to go for the backstab, but it didn't go well. But instead we delete the host with fire. No, I haven't really been using Black Flame Protection. I don't know, I just feel like I've been playing with a lot of like buffs as of recently, so I'm trying not to, you know, apply so many buffs because that's taken away so much time. I didn't know what to expect for this one because it's a Millennia fog wall. I always run towards them in hopes that I will be able to fight whoever's about to fight Millennia, and I was lucky this time. Like every 1 out of 100 Millennia fog wall invasions, you actually get to fight. You get to fight the players, and so I was grateful for this opportunity. So I was, spinning in circles saying what up, and wanted to just launch a giant wave of magma and fire towards them to, give my salutations. So this one was a fun invasion. The wizard goes down in one Tigger's Flame L2, as most wizards do. We love that about wizards. This host was using dual Rivers of Bloods. I said in a previous video of someone using 2 Moonlight Greatswords, like, why use 2 of the same weapon when it could just benefit by itself or with just one? Like, why not just use like a Nagakiba, the weep stick in the offhand, and then use your Rivers of Blood in your main hand if that's going to be the Ash of War you're going to be spamming the most. But it was very optimal. He was doing a lot of jump attacks, and he was doing a lot of damage to me. But yeah, no, so I was pretty fortunate to trap them on the elevator so I could get a heal off and get some regen going. And of course, give them a nice welcoming ambush as they go down. There goes the Phantom. So there's a hunter that spawned in. I don't know what happened to the hunter. They just died. They probably just wanted to give me free Estus and free blue juice because they're very nice blue, or they're just insanely stupid. Either way, I appreciate. Yeah, I think they just fell to rescue me. So shout out that blue. Even if it wasn't your will or your idea to help me out, you still did, and that's what you get for being a dumb blue. So this is one of the very few hosts I see use the Rivers of Blood Ash of War. Like, they were actually doing other attacks and pressing other buttons. Like, super, super rare. Along with this invasion as well. So it's nice to have these, and that's the video. And I'm done talking. So stay tuned for the next one. And I love you. Be good to yourselves. And enjoy whatever you're going to do after you're done watching this video, which is right about now.